Okay. Should be back. Let me make sure I get everything up.
Go. My jam.
Okay, guys, welcome to the Spartan V program preseason bracket, losers bracket. I believe round 3, as we have Taskmasters going up against Team Vilify. Team Vilify coming off their hot game from their previous round before. Now we're actually in the point of the season where we're going to have all best of 5s from now on. So we're going to see, as you can see on the screen, we're going to have Fathom CTF for Game 1, the Rig Slayer for Game 2, Plaza Strongholds for Game 3, if needed, Coliseum CTF for Game 4, and Eden Slayer to finish it off in Game 5 if we so get that far. I have in the booth with me Pumpkin today. He's going to be help casting. I know we're kind of late on everything, and I apologize for that, but we should have a good stream in store for you guys. So I'm just going to hop into the keys to victory for the Fathom CTF game. I mean, just real simple stuff. Be on top of that camo time. It's so important for these coaches to make sure that the teams are grabbing that camo and like being able to use that camo to secure the railgun. So we need to see players anchoring that top mid area, just staying in that top mid area, making sure that they're watching the spawns, giving that information out to their team, and doing all that fun stuff. And then also, always something that I don't see a lot of people using, especially after the last update. Be sure to use those rifles on the map. Like we have a light rifle, we have a light rifle, a BR, and attack magnum on this map. We need to make sure that all these players are picking those up and using them to their best advantage. I'm just going to update this title real fast.
I'm excited that it's a game 5. I didn't even realize that it was a game, or five sets.
Yeah, I know, it should be super exciting. First game 5 of the preseason bracket. All the games from the losers bracket semis to the from now on are going to be best of 5. So I believe we only have one best of 3 game left, and I think we've been letting everyone. I think we've been a little late, so we're gonna hop right in. I think if the teams are ready. I'm going to ask them once again, do you have anything that you want to say about Fathom CTF before we start?
No, as long as they keep the pushes and retreats good, keep the flow of the game well, I think we'll see some good gameplay here. Yeah,
I mean, I totally agree. One thing that happens a lot in this game is that it's very rare, especially for 2 teams of 4s, for Fathom CTF to actually finish with a 3-cap score. It's a game that usually goes into time, usually overtime, because it's just such a hard map to score on, and it's going to be interesting to see which team can stay in the longest. And if somebody's able to get 3 caps right off, we're gonna be seeing that. We're going to be seeing some sound communication coming in if that does indeed happen. So yeah, we're gonna start in with this Fathom CTF. I'm gonna switch us over into the casting screen, and let's get this rolling.
Do it. Who do you want to start with?
I think we have to start off with Sinister. He had a huge game last time last time he was playing on the big screen, and I'm excited to see what he's able to do. He's usually a man to go pick up those rifles and use them to the best of his ability, and he's a very smart player. Yes.
Not only is he smart, he also has a good shot. So put those two things together, that makes him a lethal weapon.
Makes a really good one. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna start in right now. Taskmaster is gonna be that red team. Team Vilify gonna be that blue team. Let's see who's able to secure this camel off the start. My screen's like frozen. Oh, there we go. Sinister's going over to this treehouse. It's an interesting play.
I'm quite bad. Just hit the jump.
I always forget that he's nerdy like that. And
jump to the platform, off the platform, up to camo. He's got it. He's bottom mid. Teammates picking up that railgun.
And this is a deadly combination. He has this tac magnum with the camo, moving over to this red yard, crouching, making sure this team can't see him. Gets a couple shots. It's gonna try to finish this guy. Yeah, it gets the finish. Waiting for the other guy to come peek him. Great play by not peeking. But this guy knows where he is and throws a nade and is gonna make him one shot. He's gonna have to retreat over to his side of the base. Yep, is able to stay alive. Looking over that top dip, able to come out, get the last shot for his team. And it looks like Team Vilify is communicating pretty well right now, making sure that they get everyone in their range. I'm quite bad's gonna fall, but he's gonna be able to get a punch off before he dies, and Sinister's gonna come in right there and secure that kill for them. And Sinister gonna be looking for his double, gets the double, has a triple right underneath him, shoots down the platform to get him one shot, and I'm quite bad gonna come in. I mean, this is the duo of the century, I think, ever since these team switches. I'm quite bad and Sinister just work so well off each other, and we see them making huge plays and just pushing together all the time.
Look at this guy go. Got the one kill. Getting that guy no shields. Teammates can pick him off. There you go. There's the assist off the Sir Munchie, his old teammate.
Yeah, Munchie's able to get that double, and that's 3 down for red team. They're going to be getting that silo spawns, and Sinister's already on top of it, throwing his pre-nades. I forgot to take off the...
Watching the overextend here. Picks off that play.
Yeah, I mean, but the flag finally gets pulled. This is something that I guess they spawned in that engine area, and it took them so long for that flag to get pulled that Sinister's work goes unnoticed just because they weren't fast enough onto the flagpole, and now red team's going to be able to overextend. Sinister didn't see that guy go his small door. He might be able to get away with that, going to be able to pull that flag, and red team, even though that he didn't get the slays, are on the other side of the map. Tim was able to get a kill and keep that flag not returned, and I'd like to see him go touch that. Yeah, there we go. We get a touch. He picks up the bolt rifle. I mean, the bolt shot. And this railgun's up, and Camo should be coming up any second right now. Tim's going to be securing this railgun. Finds one player in the blue yard, looking for the other player at the blue elbow. Not able to find it. Reloads this railgun. I'm going to try shooting him down as he pulls this flag. I'd like to see him switch.
Got it.
I mean, it's good that he gets the kill right there, but I would like to see him...
return.
Yeah. Not able to stay alive as that sticky grenade comes out, but Team Vilify going to put in this first cap, hopefully, but yep, there it goes in, and gave just a little bit too late on that pull. I mean, anything special that you've been seeing this game that you would like to point out at this point?
The teamwork from Team Vilify is outstanding so far. It seems like there's always two of them. They always got each other's back. They've been really good at pulling the flag and helping that flag get across the map.
You know, and you say that about Team Vilify, so I'm going to go and hop in with a team listening with Team Vilify and see what they're going to be doing this game.
Do it up.
One shot our yard.
One of them our garage. There's one more in our garage. He's going out to yard. He's by BR.
Okay, heard that.
He's by BR.
Hold top control. Heard that. Hold top control. Mid, top mid. Regain that. Railguns somewhere around
one
here.
There. One our silo.
I got silo. That's 2 down, guys.
Red bridge.
One bridge.
Weak red bridge.
Red tree. Heard that. Red bridge. Red tree. Get up top if you can. Get up top, guys.
Red bridge.
Shit. These red boxes.
One shot our silo. Railgun.
He's about to jump up. He's jumping up top mid. He fell.
3 down, guys.
He's in blue sub. Regain that.
Our silo.
One there silo.
5 seconds, guys.
One in red.
5.
One blue silo.
Going for rail.
Heard that. Camo blue sub. Camo soon. Mike is on it. Mike's down. We need camo. Camo soon, guys.
One shot top mid. Yeah, it's at 47. Nice, guys. Great rush.
Our silo.
Top mid. Absolute top mid.
How did I miss
Nice,
that?
Tyler. Nice.
Camo's up.
Oh, there's
Camo
one
window.
more. One shot.
I burned
I
camo.
burned it at 37.
35.
All right, now as a team listening with Team Vilify, I mean, the communication's good, and we see we definitely seen good plays coming out from them. They had a little bit of a rough start right there as they went down 3 down as soon as we went into that listening. But there's not much you can do. But I like that they're not freaking out when they're dying a lot, and that they're keeping that communication calm. And one thing I do want to point out is that Arrow is doing a wonderful job at coaching. He wasn't over pushy with his teammates, just making small little calls that definitely influence what they're doing, saying, hey guys, we need to get in biz. But he's not over coaching them, just letting them play their game and then calling out little things that he sees that needs to happen.
Right, and then those comments will stick in the back of players' minds for when it matters.
Definitely doing that. And we see Mike pulling his flag, playing super smart. Sees a player in front of him, just gonna let his teammates come, try getting as many shots as possible. Now pushes out, gets a pinch, but is spotted, but stays alive. But his nade's gonna come out and surprisingly doesn't take him down. And Mike's gonna move back. I'd like to see him just move back, let that flag return. There's no real point of him pushing, just cost his life. But something that you learn with time.
Eon flanking up behind him. He could possibly get a return here.
Yeah, that's 2 down.
Return.
That's 2 down. One more player coming for the flag carry, and that's a return for the blue team.
They both stayed alive.
Everyone stays alive, and this flag's getting pulled out.
Yep, and we got Ian Sinister taking back the overextension. He's going to be chasing the guy that's going for their flag.
And we're only 6 minutes into this game, and Eon Sinister has a triple-double. That's something that you do not see every day. I mean, what's his stat line have to look like to get that sort of gameplay going right now? He has it switched off. He has 15 kills, 10 deaths, and 11 assists. Just a jack of all trades, getting kills, getting shots, calling out to his teammates. Just all-around team player at this point in the game.
Good positioning, good shots.
I'm going to hop on with Tim as he has the invis. I think he just grabbed it. He's looking around for some players with it. Trying to play a little bit more passive, waiting for his opportunity to strike with it. Going to find another play in Red Treehouse. I wish he'd push out with his teammate right there, but his teammate's going to fall, but he's immediately going to trade it with him. And we see blue team trying to take advantage of this camo. A great job by Tim staying this top mid area, trying to anchor down these spawns. He finally pushes out as his teammate comes into that blue treehouse, going to try pushing with him. Grabs that BR. Great job of doing that. Comes out behind a player, but he turns around just in time to get the smack grab. But I mean, that's 2 down, 3 down for 4 down for Taskmaster at this point.
Down, grabs the flag. They're going pushing at porch.
I'm not sure about this push. I guess they didn't have anybody to block those BR spawns, and now that players are down, this is going to be iffy whether he's able to get this. They're going to have to go through another round of slays. Though 4 players, I mean, although 4 players went down for Taskmasters, they weren't severely punished for it, as blue team wasn't on top of those spawns. Team Vilify wasn't ready for it, but I still think they're going to get this, but just a little bit of work on positioning at the end when they get that 4 down will definitely be able to let them get that cap without dying. And I think right now we got to see how red team's going to respond to that second flag cap. So I'm going to hop in over listening with them and see what they're up to.
Red bat.
Nading forge, I don't see him. Red bat's down. I'm getting naded. Red forge.
We got rail.
Red treehouse, red treehouse, red treehouse, right there.
Looking red treehouse.
Top mid.
Top mid.
Top is down.
Behind you.
It's one more top mid to your right.
I'm going. There's 2 top mid. There's 2 top mid.
Red bat.
Our bad.
The echo's really bad now.
Red bat's down.
Straight rails on my axe. Well, you just killed that guy.
What's up right now?
They're pushing camo. They're pushing it now. Watch out.
They got it, they got it, they got it. He's down, he's down.
Blue garage.
Red treehouse with
red
camo, Jeff, right
treehouse.
behind you. He's one shot.
Yeah, he's blue treehouse. He's going our bend. He's going red bend. He's red bend with camo. He's gonna pull. Just nade it.
I didn't get any hit markers.
Me neither. He must
Blue
have backed
yard,
off a
blue
little
treehouse. Blue treehouse. Blue bridge.
Blue bridge, yep. Oh, okay.
Top
Blue
mid,
bridge,
top mid
one
right now.
shot.
Crouching top mid, one shot. He's down. I'm extending, I'm extending.
bit. Bottom end, deploy element.
Damn.
Sorry.
Alright, and that's going to be a 3-0 for Team Vilify to start off this map. And, you know, it wasn't as much of a blowout as the score says. I mean, Team Vilify definitely played the better team game in the end. But if Taskmasters can just get their sliding a little bit more on point and get that, I think they had the great communication. I mean, they were quiet at some points, but they were definitely not being hectic with their callouts. I think it's just more of a matter of making sure that they're listening to those callouts. I mean, we see their assist column, only one player in double digits with assists, and if they can just hammer down the listening aspect and making sure that they're looking at those callouts, I'm sure they can come back with a stronger game. Game 2. We're gonna look at these stats real fast though. I am quite bad with 16 kills, 12 deaths. I mean, going positive in a huge way. Sinister doing the same thing, 21 kills, 17 assists, 16 deaths. Definitely the MVP of the match, 3,400 damage. Just doing it all at this point. And Taskmasters, they have some of the slays. They just if they just pick up those assists. I mean, the assist column is just too lackluster at this point. Only like 30 assists in the game. It's gonna make a big difference.
When it comes to a game like this, you have to play the compare game. If you compare their assists to the other teams, it's one of their faults.
Yeah, I mean, if they could get rid of one of their players and still have more assists than the other team. It's just when you have the 3v4 and having more assists on one team, it's just too much of a slaying pattern. But I'm gonna update the scores for the match real fast. Sorry guys, just a little bit
behind. That just
behind.
comes back to what you were saying earlier, the communication. Communication helps you get those assists, responding to callouts.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely.
I could hear some of the listening that you were doing, but they remained calm even though they were down 2-0 getting outslayed. That shows a lot of potential for their team to come.
Yeah, I mean definitely. They were keeping their communication up. They weren't getting too nervous. I think if they just continue with that with that kind of communication going into a map like Slayer, where it's more just let yourself listen to the other team, like listen to your callouts and just more focus on that slaying instead of having to focus on objective. I think they can come back. I mean, obviously the objective for this next map is going to be shutting down Sinister. I mean, he's just been doing too much work. So we're gonna hop in with the
victory.
Key to victories for keys to victory for Rig Slayer. If I can find the right one.
I'm looking forward to a competitive game 2 here. Slayers are my favorites. Let's see what these two teams can do.
I just gotta fix one thing real fast, guys. Have the wrong thing up. Okay, so Rig Slayer, obviously you're gonna wrong. That's the wrong one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not on it today. Just not on it. I see what happened. Just we're gonna have to power through. We're gonna have to power through, guys. Just give me 1 second, and we'll be good. But I mean, anything that you saw from that last game that you'd really want to point out?
The camos were always very well contested. No team very often got away with a camo. The first camo went to the blue team because I am quite bad. Did a very fantastic jump up to top mid. I was really impressed with that, being able to nail that. The second camo, I think, ended in a beatdown. The third camo also ended in a beatdown. So both teams are very well on top of their camo game and power-up game. So you said what game type is this next?
It's gonna be Rig Slayer. I didn't have the right thing up, but just a quick fix. We're gonna fix that. So obviously, I think the thing that goes unnoticed a lot in Rig Slayer is how valuable keeping the top side of the map is, and not getting stuck in open deck or in the bottom parts of the map like engine 1 and basement window, and just staying in that catwalk area in the halls and like getting those contestants, I think is really important. Keep spawns contested, not only knowing where these players are going to be spawning, but knowing, like, pushing these spawns and making sure that they know that they're on the back foot. Rig is a map where you can either play a control setup or you can play a rotation setup, and I'd like to see the teams especially play super aggressive when they have those spawn controls, and just keep those spawns contested. And
it's a good strategy. It's fun for us to watch too, so.
It is also really fun for us to watch when that happens. And don't flood points. I know that this is more of a I had it set up for strongholds, and I know that's not really, but the same thing comes if a team's set up don't flood them. Like, make a coordinated push. You don't need to flood into a team that's completely set up. You guys need to be like, okay, well, let's go over here, let's make a play, get a pick, and then push. Like, let's not needlessly push into kills. And that's how you swing maps really fast, is that you push out unnecessary things, and it just costs teams games. I mean, anything else that you see that you would want to add about Rig Slayer?
Oh, no, I agree with what you're saying. Wait till you can pick off one man, then you know it's 4v3, and that's your time to push.
Yeah, I mean, and people in the chat are saying I think Taskmasters likes Rig Slayer, so I think we're gonna have to hop on with somebody from Taskmasters.
Let's go with player 3.
Player 3,
Yeah,
the man, the
he
myth,
was
the
positive
legend.
player from last game.
Man, the myth, the legend. Player 3. Just what a great gamer tag. Like I want to step out for a second and say, what a great gamer tag that is. And
I don't know, that L in player is also an I.
Oh, could have been better on the spelling, but I think it's such a great gamer tag. It's like it just makes me laugh every time I read it.
It is good. I didn't even notice that until right now, and he's been in the Spartan the Discord for so long, so it fooled me.
Let's see what player 3 is up to. He starts out going over to this engine 2 area, gonna maybe go for this camo, but no, he's gonna look over towards the sniper, finds Tim, but immediately gets hit by a nade that somebody on Team Vilify threw, and is gonna be taken down. That's 2 down right away, but they're able to trade 1 kill as Gabe's able to take down Sinister. Did anybody get the camo? I don't think I saw. I think it might have gotten burned because I don't see anybody with it. I'm gonna hop on with the sniper as Tim's gonna go back into the carbine spawns and try holding down the sniper control.
A very strong 4-1 start for Team Vilify here.
Yeah, and I mean
they're keeping the outside control.
they're playing this slow. They're trying to let red team make the mistakes by pushing them needlessly. But what a great job! I want to point out real fast that what a great job by Taskmasters to coordinate a push right there. I mean, they obviously didn't have control of the map. I'm hopping on with Sass. He's able to get sniped by Tim. I wasn't on board with that. Sorry guys. But Taskmasters coordinated a push to yellow corner, and they're able to break up this setup with kind of a little bit of ease. I mean, they're getting traded at this point, but obviously it didn't go their way. But if they were able to catch up with another couple of kills, I think we'd see Taskmasters in total control right now. I mean, they shouldn't get too down on themselves from getting slayed out right there. Just keep making pushes like that, and we'll see this game eventually swing in their favor.
Yep, that was a great push. Unfortunately, the slays didn't end up going their way, but they were up a man, and that's what you needed to do there. No fault on their side.
And we see I am quite bad with the sniper, and he's showing his gamer tag. Why that's his gamer tag is he misses a couple of those snipes. He's gonna rotate down in his basement. I guess he was thinking that he was gonna get killed and was gonna try throwing it off the map. But anyway, he's able to stay alive, get his health back, wait for his teammates to come, gives some information to his team with what he's seeing on the radar. Tells a couple players that there's a guy in White Hall, and there we go. The communication coming in strong as blue team's able to pick up another couple kills from just callouts. And I with that being said, I'm gonna hop in a blue team listening and see what their strats are going on early in this game. If I can just get the right thing up. Whew.
Look out.
One shot, look out. Oh my god, choking.
Another one look at. Camo guy.
I got it. Nest bridge, guys.
46.
Nest bridge. He's on nest.
Good job, guys.
Underpass.
Split spawns. Watch
You want one shot.
Okay, I spawned back.
He's one shot, long haul.
Underpass.
He's going yellow
Underpass.
corner.
T2.
One shot,
T2.
underpass.
Alright.
Back rafters.
Regroup with Arisia. He has sniper by himself.
I'm here
But
with
it
you,
doesn't matter
Sam.
because he'll
Carbine,
shoot
carbine.
cases.
Alright.
Carbine. I don't see I think I killed him. Okay.
Watch, look out.
Yellow.
Yellow corner, yellow
E2.
corner. Got him.
2v2.
Too low, E2.
Look out. Another one E2.
Watch behind you, Mike. Watch behind you.
Yeah.
Nice jump, dude. Nice jump.
Behind you, Mike, one shot. I'm at nest with snipe.
Who needs
Can we
guns?
rotate over to carbine? Rotating over to carbine.
Yeah,
watch yellow corner.
Mike.
I'm watching yellow
You
corner.
won, guys. You won.
They spawned yellow
White
corner.
hall, right corner.
Oh, I didn't get my shield back.
Yeah, you were sprinting.
There's one E1.
And that was a great listen. I mean, this team, I just don't think that they can get flustered. I mean, they are always calm in their communication. Just something always going right for them when it comes to the comms, and then it's definitely showing in this map.
That is all 4 down. for Taskmasters right now. That was a very good clean sweep by Team Vilify right there. You can tell their communication is on point.
Yeah, I mean, Taskmasters they have to slow it, not necessarily slow it down, but they have to start playing together. When they spawn up, they need to start playing with their teammates. And we saw Munchie actually nade himself, and we see actually Eon Sinister with the sniper over in basement window. I'm gonna hop on, give him some love, see if he's able to rip some heads off. Finds a player over, jumping up to that top nest. Able to find his head, but the bullet phases right through him, and there's 2 players over in that nest.
I am so bad, must be rubbing off on him.
Right. Sinister is not able to connect with those snipes, but they definitely have some snipes to miss. The kills aren't really that important for them right now. It's more just maintaining trades, and that's exactly what they're doing. Every time a player goes down from blue team, I mean, a player from red team's going down, and they're just maintaining this 10 kill, 12 kill lead.
Yep, from here on out, if all they did was trade, they'd be the victor. So they were playing the game right. Did we see what happened to Camo right there? I believe it was up at 46.
I don't see it in anybody's hands. I'm just going to assume that it got burned. I'm going to hop on over Munchie as he has a scatter shot, looking for 3 players over at this yellow corner. Grabs one, smartly pushes down into that basement window area. Going to try getting himself back. Sees a player pushing yellow corner, going to push him. I don't think he saw him above him. He's going to get a couple shots in the back, but the player was actually missing those shots and doesn't end up getting that kill.
He's playing very smart with the scatter shot.
Okay, this is what I like to see. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Mike has a needler in his hand. Eventually switches it out. But man, if we see a needler kill this game, I will do something. I don't know what it is. Channeling his inner Walshy, that's for sure. Finds a player, but eventually falls down and gets traded. And I mean, red team needs to find something going on right now. And
Eon Sinister is still sitting back. Carbine with the sniper, misses 2 shots, lands the 3rd body shot, eventually gets taken down by 2 Taskmasters.
Alright, I'm gonna hop in over red team listen as they just got 2 players down.
Whatever.
We have yellow.
We have yellow now, but we have to make some pushes. I just have to anchor back here. We gotta make pushes because we got a fucking 11 kill deficit right now.
We got plenty of time, man. We don't
E2.
need
Nest. 2E2.
Nest.
2E2.
Fuck.
How the hell did he get there? Let me see now.
Or the nest, or the nest.
They're gonna push field.
Nest is hurt, nest is hurt.
Basement.
Got 2 of them on me.
T2.
Catwalk's weak.
T2.
There's one cat, one basement, one nest.
2 yellow corner, 1 at cat, 1 at cat.
Right behind you, Jeff, right behind you.
White corner. There's white corner.
I couldn't find him.
I'm
Camo's gonna
trapped,
pop.
E2.
They're at
Weak.
camo.
There's another one at E2.
They're at invis. In E2 weak.
He got it, he got it.
E1
Z1,
weak.
1 shot.
That was Camo, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well,
That's not
No,
E1.
camo's down, camo's down. Nest one is hurt. There's one,
Yellow corner sniper.
I got nest one.
And basement.
Cat
Basement.
weak. Got him.
Basement and yellow corner.
Oh, they got 2 snipers.
Basement.
One back row, 1 basement. Got 1 snipe.
Catwalk, Jeff.
1 guy's coming catwalk.
he's one shot,
One
catwalk.
shot cat.
He's down, catwalk's down.
I'm going long haul. Oh, long haul. With scatter.
Got
Watch out.
shot down,
Scatter,
got
scatter.
Connector. Long haul, going long haul. He's got snipe on cat. I'm pinned down in nest, I can't do anything. I got a sniper on me on cat. So you get shot
Going
Connector.
arrows.
Connector weak.
Long haul,
weak.
1 shot.
Long haul, okay.
Alright, now as a listener with red team, I mean, their communication. Oh my god, Mike! Just tears the face. Good time to switch. I am quite bad. Proving his name wrong now, I guess, and gets another snapshot. Just ripping players at this point, and eventually he's going to be taken down by Dr. Dreidel.
Got some help, though.
What a play.
Come back. Takes out the player that just picked up the sniper.
I mean, blue team
you
just,
you can definitely see good sparks from the Taskmasters there. Like, their communication is good. As long as, like, I feel like if they could keep it going for longer, if they could keep up the communication and the assisting for longer, they'd be closer in this fight here.
Yeah, I think one thing that it comes down to is that they like whenever they get those slays, they immediately play passive after, and instead of pushing the spawns, and they'll let players spawn up behind them before they finish out their slay outs, and it makes a huge difference in the game. I'm gonna hop on board with Sinister as he moves over to his nest, finds a player over at E2, gets a good 3 shots on him, backs down, gets his health back. Gonna rotate into this E1. I heard Camo get just picked up, and I think that's Tim that has it. Immediately. And I mean, we have two more kills left for blue team, so I guess it's just a matter of who's going to pick them up. Yeah, Sinister finds 2 of them in front of him, isn't able to pick one up, but Mike eventually comes around and gets another one. And Sinister can actually fall before he's able to get that kill, and Tim's going to find the last kill, 50-37. At least it's not a steak dinner. Keeping the game not too much of a blowout, but definitely Team Vilify just showing that they're able to maintain a lead.
Look at that. I am quite bad. Just absolutely destroying his name right there. Going 16-8.
16-8. I mean, Jesus Christ. The couple snapshots that we saw in that game. He had 2 snapshots that game, 1 sniper headshot. 4 power weapon kills, 3 power weapon. I think that's the big difference. Is look, we have 7, 8, 10 kills, 10 power weapon kills coming out from blue team.
That's exactly it.
I mean, and then only 1 coming out from red team, so that's a 9 kill like power weapon swing. That makes it a 38 to. It makes it a lot closer game if those power weapon kills aren't there. That's 10 kills that are off the game that are off the scoreboard, making it a 40-37 game. Like if those kills weren't on the board, man, I am just stumbling over my words right now. But red team definitely needs to get control of those power weapons and start making more use of them. They're just able to take advantage of those power weapon kills. I think that's what we saw. They stayed disciplined. They were able to just keep them back in their spawns, and they're going to go up 2-0. So I guess the only way that we're going to see a Taskmaster's victory is if it's going to be from a reverse sweep.
The sweet reverse sweep.
Yeah, it happens every once in a while. They just got to get it. I think if they get one map going in their way and they're able to ride that momentum, they can definitely do it. It's not a matter of whether they can't. It's just getting that one map to go in their favor.
Yep, you can tell by the listen-ins and watching some of their players play. You can see that they have what it takes. They just have to really buckle down. And what do we have next for the map?
We're going to have Plaza Strongholds. Let me see if I can find the Plaza. You know what happens? There's not going to be any. I'm not going to have a screen for the keys of victory because my thing's screwed up. But
what would your key to victory be for this?
Plaza Strongholds. It's really simple. Just keep the nest in the bottom mid. Don't flood those points. Like one thing that we see happen a lot on Plaza Strongholds is somebody gets in that bottom mid and we immediately see players just fly. Just keep your control. Keep your top side of the map. Get those slays, then push into the base. If you're able to kill one player on the other team and then flood into that bottom mid, 9 times out of 10 that team's not going to be able to kill the other 3 players to stop it. So just make sure that you're not playing with bonehead mistakes like pushing stuff when you don't need to push. Just play disciplined, stay up, and just get the kills that you need.
I agree. Plaza's very much a map that's all about power positions. Power positions, team shots, knowing when to drop into basement.
Yeah, I think Plaza's definitely it's the one map where it's a setup map. Like, you see players get punished all the time because they go for a triple cap and break their setups, and then players will spawn behind them, and we see it snowball, or we see it swing in the other team's favor. Just keep your power positions, and then you will be fine on this map. It's really hard to break setups on Plaza Strongholds, and as long as they don't get a little overzealous, which is something that we might see from Team Vilify, is they'll get a little too happy with their slaying and they'll push in for that trip cap, and we'll see players spawn behind them, and they're going to be able to break that control that they have. But I'm really excited for this.
I'm in for an interesting series. I hope that happens.
Right, and we're going to see map 3 start up right now. It's going to be Plaza Strongholds. Whew. Just exciting stuff. Game 3. Hopefully we see Taskmasters. I'm secretly rooting for them because I want to see another game come up. I want to see Coliseum CTF. See if anybody's able to do something. See somebody do something fancy with that snipe.
Who do you think we should start off with? My vote goes to I am quite bad after his amazing game last game.
Yeah, I mean, I am quite bad, obviously. A great player. I think he's one of the smarter players in this league. He can definitely, get better, and but I think he has the fundamentals there. He has a good base ground to work upon, and he can definitely, by the next game cycle, and I think we'll see him as a higher tiered player.
I hope so. He also has a great team to work around, and I think that's what really goes. I feel like this team is really meshing really well after being put together.
I'm quite bad. That's an interesting route. Doesn't end up making the jump to top yellow, but I like that
Very
route.
unfortunate.
I like the route because he just, if he gets up there, he has that top yellow control. He's going to find the camo and goes down. So Dr. Dreidel not able to take full advantage of that camo. That's 2 down for Taskmasters. Yeah, very lucky that they're able to find that guy. And we see.
This is the jump. He gets the camo guy. That's.
Yeah.
We'll say he meant to do that.
All right, and then right now Team Vilify just able to keep Taskmasters at bay. They're not able to push in as well as they want to, and I mean Eon Sinister just able to pick up 2 and then helps with the 3rd. Then there's another 2 players coming and push. Oh, okay, I'm gonna hop on Mr. Meeseeks. He has a shotgun, and as I say that, I am quite bad. Throws a good nade and is able to take him down.
Yeah, you can see that Team Vilify here is doing a really good job at keeping control. They're doing exactly what we talked about pre-game. Let's see what they do here now that they're 2 down, though.
Yeah, I mean Dr. Dreidel just keeping that bottom mid, was able to pick up a double kill to start that start the point going in their direction. Now they can just push into this nest. Blue team spawning behind him. He grabs a shotgun, immediately shows Mike what it does. Yeah, and there's one player bottom mid, and that's a good job. He gets a couple shots before dropping. That player is eventually gonna have to jump out of the hill so he doesn't lose his life. And great job by Dr. Dreidel to keep Pitt in their favor.
Interested to see how Team Vilify reacts to being down 2 bases. You see one of them in yard right now, getting the solo cap.
Yeah, and I think he actually might get a kill along with that solo cap, but he's not able to find the head of Jeff, and I think he's eventually. But his teammate comes in, and they're able to trade that out. And the rare tool cap of the home bases instead of a bottom mid for blue team, and they're gonna let red team go back and get that nest, and they're gonna flood into this bottom mid and get it while they're distracted on the home base.
Can they keep it? How many players are down? They did keep it. That was a very nice play. Eon Sinister even got the stick on the player that he was fighting with bottom mid.
Yeah, speaking of Eon Sinister, he's moving over to the tram, finds one player, has another 2 in front of him. If he's able to pick up a double kill, that'd be huge. And you know, we're just seeing this is a great job by Taskmasters. They're not slaying out as well as you'd like to see, but they're keeping these rotations on point, and they've been able to take a lead even though they're getting massively outslayed at this point.
Eon Sinister was able to solo cap top nest after getting a brigade of nades thrown down. Finally gets taken out. 2 members on top nest. This is going to be a trip cap for Team Taskmasters.
Yeah, and there's one player that goes down for Taskmasters, and they have another guy that's weak, and that's 2 down. You see, that's what I mean by the trip cap. They get trip capped, and then they immediately go 3 down. And if Team Vilify can take advantage of it, they can definitely swing this map back into their favor. They just weren't set up they weren't set up to have the trip gap go in place. They needed to make sure that they're spawning on the other side of the map before they push that nest, and they definitely got punished for it. And
2 down for Team Vilify right now, though.
I mean, I say that they get punished for it, but Team Vilify actually wasn't able to take advantage and get the dual cap. So we still see the points amassing for Taskmasters at this point. As Dr. Dreidel pushes up to this top nest area, finds a couple shots, is going to back down, get his health back, but isn't able to find his way around the wall, and is eventually going to get taken down. Player 3 sitting in the bottom mid. See, this is what I mean. You can't be sitting in the bottom mid like that. He gets a couple shots taken on him, and more people just shooting at him. And if he's able to get around the wall and isn't able to get around the wall, that's just being in that position just cost him his life. And now blue team's able to fall into that bottom mid area, and they're going to try capping this. Mr. Meeseeks,
I'm quite bad. His positioning right now is exactly where he needs to be. Oh, never mind. He just dumped that down forward. He was on top gold looking at bottom mid. He was doing a very good job supporting his teammates up there.
And that's what you want to see. I'm hopping on Mr. Meeseeks. He has a full shotgun. I want to see if he's able to roam around with this and get a couple kills for his team. And another trip cap in place for Red Team. I mean, Team Vilify, I guess we know what they need to work on, and that's strongholds, because it sounds like they're getting frustrated. I'm going to hop on for Red Team listening and see what they're doing this game.
Yeah, get out of nest, out of nest.
Blue ramp, don't choke.
Cafe ramp.
What the
Mark it 1 shot.
Blue window.
Oh, come on.
He's going up left.
Bottom mid. Gabe, get out of there.
There's 1 bottom mid, 1 cross, top cross.
Ah, it was one shot.
Nest
is
one shot. Nest one shot.
Nest is one shot. Good nade.
Still
good
one
nade,
shot.
just
Still one shot.
Top yellow.
There's another one in Nest.
Still one nest.
Two in Nest. Two
Can we
in
get
Nest.
yard?
One shot.
I got yellow.
Can we get
Help
yard?
him bottom mid. Help him bottom mid.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Top mid. There's top mid.
Top mid.
Nice
One
shot.
shot.
U-car, one shot. There's one right behind me. One bottom mid.
There's two bottom mid. There's two bottom mid.
U-car.
U car.
Careful. There's two. Careful.
Weak. Two bottom mid weak.
Ah, U-car, one shot.
U-turn, one Prius.
One guy nest.
I'm
One
going
nest.
for yard.
Yeah, me too.
Cinema
One
stairs.
guy truck. Two truck. Going cafe. Cafe, watch cafe.
Yeah, let's look cafe. I hear green
You're,
gun.
Top mid.
pistol. That's us.
I got
That's
it. I got
us.
it. Green goes to me.
Top mid weak.
One's on Nest ramp.
LR.
Nest ramp.
Yeah.
Top mid's
I'm
down.
going flowers.
Push out. Get these kills. Top mid. Posters,
U-car one
posters.
shot. U-car one shot.
Yes,
You
get
got
bottom.
this.
Yes. Garbage. Last guy's garbage. Nice, guys.
Got him.
Nice.
Yes. Push for that Nest.
Push out to nest. Push out to nest. Get these kills.
Top left. Nest.
And that's some great communication coming in for Red Team right there. You know, definitely some supportive words coming out from the coach when they're doing good things. And I'm gonna hop on with the last 10 points for Blue Team and see if they're able to come back from that. So just give me 1 second and we'll get right into that.
Nest.
My rifle.
Camo was up.
Cafe ramp weak.
I have camo.
Right,
43.
He's one shot.
Heard that.
He dropped bottom mid.
I got camo down. Camo, we have camo. Go to stairs.
One's going cinema stairs.
Yellow pipes.
Top pipes. He's
Nice.
he hit. He
Nice,
hit.
Sin.
There's a
Good
cafe
shot,
ramp.
Nice, Sin. Fucking great. Don't push too hard. There you go, guys. We're slaying him now. We're slaying him. Keep it up. Watch cafe and ramp.
Pipes. Pipes one shot. He back down. Light rifle.
One loop. Two loop.
One's one shot.
Nading it.
Posters. I got
Yellow.
posters.
Mike, go
on
yellow
cafe.
pipes. Mike, go yellow pipes.
Okay.
Glass.
Watch behind you, Mike.
I
Watch
light
behind you.
rifle. Glass on light rifle now.
There you go, Tim. There you go,
Needs
Tim.
help.
There's one on soda.
One shot bottom mid now.
Nice, Tyler.
Got him.
This
In
is our
nest.
game, guys.
One
This is our
and
game.
two
We're
nest.
gonna take Nest.
I got one.
Nice, Tyler.
I got the other one.
This is our game, guys. This is our game. Watch light rifle.
Discipline.
Watch light rifle.
Watching light rifle.
Those yellow pipes.
Yellow pipes.
I got one.
Awesome, Tyler. Nice
I
shot.
naded light.
Light rifle.
Light rifle.
Right now.
Light rifle. Two light rifle.
Soda stairs.
One more cinema.
one.
Soda. One soda.
Get out of top mid, guys. Get out of
Top
top mid.
gold.
You're
Weak
not
at
cover.
weak at soda.
Glass. Glass.
Bottom mid.
Bottom mid right now. I don't see where.
Wow, and what great communication coming out from Blue Team as they're able to start getting a little bit of a swing going on in their favor as they move over to start going on a little bit of a run. I say a little bit of a run, but man, this is
Going on a lot of a run.
yeah. And we heard it, like the coach saying, "Hey, this is our game." Like they started going, "This is our game. Like we have this. Just keep doing what we're doing, and we're gonna be able to win this game." And that's exactly what they've been doing. Is they're about to tie up this game in a couple of seconds to make it 90-90. I think Red Team has just gotten a little bit too flustered. But as I say that, they're getting Nest, and if this player can win this one-on-one, it's gonna be huge. And player 3 does exactly that. He's gonna be able to secure this Nest, and now they have to get this bottom mid right away, and they have 3 players down in there.
Basement.
Yeah, and
They're gonna have
that's
to hold this though. They're down one player.
92 to 92. This is just as close as you can get. There's a man over at the garbage truck. Mr. Meeseek's looking for him as he's popping up to that nest. They have to make sure that he's not able to solo queue that.
You gotta stop this.
That's 2 down. They only need 4 more points to go. Somebody from Blue Team needs to overextend to a home base, and I don't think they can do it. That's going to be 98 to 92. Only a couple seconds to go, and though it was a great comeback from Blue Team, they're not able to secure it as Red Team's going to be able to force a game for 192. What a great game of Rick Strongholds.
Very good. That was Cinderella story-esque.
Yeah.
What a comeback.
What a comeback. Well, that's all.
See, let's look at the stats here.
Oh, no.
Look at the slays coming out of Blue Team right there. You could tell that they were just on fire for the last half of the game. They did not want to lose that. They wanted to take this series 3-0.
I mean, yeah. 25 kills from Sinister. He definitely had a good strong showing. Tim had 19. Mike, not with a huge slaying performance, but doesn't go that much negative. I mean, the slaying from Blue Team isn't that bad. I mean, I think they have positive slays in the columns, and it's just the rotations that came out from Red Team were probably one of the best I've seen from any team in this league. They made sure that they were making the right plays all along, and even though the slaying column doesn't show it, they made the most out of the kills that they got.
Yep, when you win an objective game without getting the most slays, you know that you're playing the objective well. That's the story for that game right there.
And I'm proud to be able to put a Taskmaster's logo on that in my game 3. I'm really excited to see a game 4 come out, and we'll see what happens. It's
very well fought by both teams.
The story is not over yet. That's all we know, you know.
I don't even know. Have we had a series that hasn't been a sweep yet in this story?
Oh, I think we've had a couple.
Okay,
but
I haven't been part of any of them.
There's been a couple good game 3s. I know 343 Guilty Sparks had a game 3 where they lost, and then I think 2 games ago that was casted. I don't recall the teams, but they were able to force a game 3, and it was actually a pretty close series in the end. And Coliseum CTF is going to be our next map, and I'm really interested to see what these teams are going to be doing.
It's another objective game, so it's not all about the slays, which gives the Taskmasters one of their beautiful advantages.
Yeah, I mean, let's just talk about the keys to victory real fast for Collie Slayer. I mean, keeping that snipe control is going to be so important. Snipe control is going to be really important, making sure that they're on that side of the map and rotating around to those spawns. Coordinating pushes together is going to be another huge thing, and once again, play around your sniper. If you're able to let your sniper sit and control the spawns in the map and get a couple of picks, you're going to be able to maintain strong control of the map. And that's really all you got to do for Coliseum CTF. One thing I'd like to add: try straying away from the top rockets area. You know, like, the only time you should really be going to the top rockets is if you're trying to get a carbine or if you're trying to secure those rockets. Just it's a really open part of the map, and it does work out occasionally, and if these teams know how to do it, then all means do it. But especially in the developmental league, I would ask for these teams to, you know, slow it down a little bit, play your snipe side, play those spawns, get them spawning over on those elbows, and just punish them for it. And I'm going to start up I'm going to get these maps ready to go. Anything else you'd like to add about Coliseum?
Coliseum Capture the Flag is actually one of my worst game types, so I'm actually excited to see what these teams do and see if I can learn a thing or two from it, just like the rest of the league that's watching right now should also be doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people have problems with Coliseum CTF. It's definitely a different type of...
You have to be on point with your team. Your communication has to be very well. The flag kept grabs has to be very well executed as well. You have to be able to control those spawns, make sure that you got a nice safe route for your flag carrier to go through, and then protect them all the way back to the base and stop the counter cap attempt.
Yeah, I mean, good thoughts. CTF, just keeping that snipe control, making sure that, like, just having that sniper in cave is gonna be huge. Taskmaster just came off that win. I think we're gonna hop on with them, see what they're able to do, find a player going over to that sniper area, see if he's able to secure it, and
Who do you want to start with?
I'm gonna start off with player 3. I mean, he's definitely the slayer for their team, and I imagine he's gonna be going for something fancy over here.
Yeah, we see 3 of them going over.
Yeah, 3-man push for the sniper, so it's going to be real important that they try getting this secure. So we see a person from Team Vilify over to that pyramid side, and he's immediately going to get team shotted. 2 of the players just melt him right away, and we see a sniper go in the hands of Dr. Dreidel, so I'm going to hop on over with him as he rotates back to his base, making sure that they get a couple of slays before they push up and make sure that they don't lose the sniper. So smart plays, pushes up into the stop snipe now, getting shot in the side, falls out, making sure that he keeps his life together, and the rockets come out from Mike. Just what a sneaky play. Why can I not get on with him? As I'm going to hop on board with him now, as he was able to make a player one shot. His teammate's going to come pick that up. And I think he doesn't have any... No, he has 1 rocket left, and that rocket's going to go down into that red maze area, and I think that's going to be a Taskmaster going to be able to pick up those power weapons.
We have one player from Team Vilify over on red flag. He's trying to stay alive, getting back towards his teammates. Good play. I wouldn't have liked to see a push there for the flag, and he did the exact opposite, so I like that. We got 1 rocket picked up at player 3. Let's see what he can do with this. Finds a player, insta-dead. Nice.
Direct impacts him. Direct impacts the guy with the rockets, and now I'm going to hop on board with the sniper and see what he's trying to do as the Saz rotates over to red. to red elbow, trying to find a player that's top rocks, and that's why you do not go top rocks right there. There's such an open spot. And we see a 4-man push coming out from Team Vilify onto this rocket side, trying to
stay alive.
And that's why you do not push those rocket sides. It's just so hard to get control from there, and now they're going to be going 2 down. They have a player super vulnerable up, and we saw a counter pull. It didn't go in their favor, but Jeff's trying to make a one-on-one fight over with Tim over here to get this flag control, and I think Tim's going to be eventually able to find him as Team Vilify is able to get control of their base once again.
We're seeing some good slays out of red team here, but I would like to see them use those slays to get nice power control points. Seems so far the blue team has been more over on their side than the other way around. We see 2 players fighting for top rockets, a body shot out of Saz, no scope, but I think blue team's going to pick up those rockets right here. Oh, Jeff sneaks away with them.
And if he's able to hit somebody with them, yeah, he did get a kill with it too. So he snuck the rocket out, was able to get a kill, and we see I think Mike was the one that picked him up, and he's going to find a player coming down to him. Mike, just such a smart player when it comes to the power weapon control and his positioning. It makes the most out of the rockets that he's given, and blue team, this is what they need to do. They got this snipe control, they're pushing with their rocket player, and if they get a couple slays, they can definitely make a flag cap out of it.
Yeah, I see Mike going underneath the base here. He's kind of pushed back by the red team. I like what he's seeing. He sees the sniper player. What's he going to do here? What was that? Double beat down.
Oh, he hit him with the sniper and then immediately 360'd him, punched him on what it looked like on my screen. That was something real interesting coming out from player 3 right there. What in the world? I mean, I'm going to see what's going through the red team's communication after that play.
You still have rockets.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah,
A new snipe popped. Did they get it?
Blue fridge.
Blue window.
Blue window.
1 sniper. Sniper side.
One's blue elbow.
One's going blue elbow.
Where?
Red sniper ramp.
One's
Red
pushing
sniper ramp.
snipe.
Okay.
I'm down. Rockets on my
Nice.
knife. Red cave.
Got back smacked. His that flag.
I'm pushing their flag.
Oven. He's an oven.
Cave.
He's an
They're
oven.
running at
He's
snipe.
going snipe.
Okay, I'm running rocks. Oh, they see me. Balls.
Go.
Blue trench.
Go, baby.
Stay alive.
Just wait.
He's got red mace.
Just
Watch
wait,
mace.
Just wait, Ed.
Watch
Okay.
mace. Watch mace.
They're coming from oven.
Stay alive. Rockets are up.
One shot in our base. One shot in our base. Nice.
He's going for rockets right now.
I'm looking rocks. He's weak.
2 up bridge. 2 up blue bridge.
Okay, I'm rotating to red outside.
Whoa. I just lagged ugly.
Let's try to get snipes out. I'm going red outside.
I'm at blue elbow right now.
They're at the back of the base with the flag. There's 1 blue silver.
Returning.
Can you scoot?
Oh,
Top snipe.
What?
He's coming into our base. He's coming. Watch out. He's got rockets. I'm down at our bridge. Our bridge with rockets.
Don't pop out.
He's going trench side now.
Alright, I mean, that was a good listen-in. I mean, the team's communicating well and they're getting the kills, but they're just playing way too passive as Mike throws a good rocket into that base. Doesn't find a kill, but is able to help his teammate get 1. And that's 2 down for Taskmasters. I don't know if Mike has any more rockets left. I think he has 1 left in the chamber. Yep, and let's see if he's able to do anything with that.
That's a good jump. He has the ability to get behind these players with the rockets, doing exactly what he has to do. Unfortunately, he gets chased down by a player off the spawn.
I mean, Taskmaster, this has been a really long stalemate, and Taskmaster just hasn't been able to take advantage. And here we see Munchie. He's crouching over this elbow. He's looking for players. The red base is clear. He can push up a little bit, but instead he's just sitting in the back of their base, just trying to find a flag carrier. And eventually he's going to call out that person over at Blue Oven and is going to rotate back to his team. I'd like to see him push up and try making a flank play, but instead he's going to rotate back to his team. As player 3 is getting in a gunfight with Mayim quite bad. And Mike does exactly that, and they're going to be able to keep this flag secured. Every time we see player 3 get a kill in the base, he gets a kill in the base, tries going for that return, but never has the support of his team. Team Taskmaster just needs to push together and try getting a flag return. And now they're back on their back foot as they just went 3 down.
Blue team's doing a very good job at responding to callouts. We saw all 4 of them back there when their flag player had low shields and was in a 1v1 fight. Just to make sure. That's what you want to see, because if he would have got that flag return, it could have been 1-0.
I just want to point out one thing. I think I Am Quite Bad has gotten every single rocket thus far. Isn't able to make use as player 3 knew where he was coming from. But just I'm quite that's on top of that power-up time, and he's doing a good job with it. Mr. Meeseeks tries taking out one player over at that base, but isn't able to find it. I mean, we have to hop on with the player that has the 2 power weapons. Am I right? Player 3, Sniper and Rocket, and he has these power weapons. He needs to play aggressive. He can't be sitting in the back of the base. He has to get over to that snipe side, or at least try finding some different angles rather than just sitting in the window. Pulls out these rockets. He's going to try finding this man in Red Cave, but it gets shot in the side, and I don't know if he's going to be able to pick up this kill. It does eventually trade. But I mean, great job by Tim to make sure that he traded before he went down.
You can see Mike fighting to get those rockets back. He's below red. The red team's not exactly sure where he went. You see Flag sitting over there on the sneaky there. How do you feel about that?
I mean, this is dangerous. if anybody were just to go pyramid. Yeah, if anybody comes up behind Pyramid, and he had his back turned to Pyramid for a long time right there, if any of them just went Pyramid and backsmacked him, that flag could have definitely went over onto the side of the map. And we see Sinister pick up the sniper. Mr. Meeseeks trying to find him, isn't able to get him, and that's 2 players on blue team.
Working out for him right now. They do not know where he is. They're pushing into the flag and have no idea where to kill this flag guy.
I think that's the responsibility of the coach. As soon as the coach sees, hey, they don't know where this flag is, he has to start calling out places for them to look, and they not once looked over in this Pyramid side. I guess they think he's like, I mean, I can't think of where they think he is because that's the only place that they haven't checked thus far. And I think we see Sinister going to check, and there we go. That is why you don't sit right there, because you can just get killed or like that. And now they have to slay out real fast.
Flag return coming out.
Flag return comes in.
They got a man over on the flag again. The flag's going to get pulled.
Yeah, Jeff's trying to get it away. He needs to stay up right here. Eventually going to get taken down. Player 3 looking at the 5-point.
Oh, no.
Tries getting a no-scope, and it doesn't. And they just went downhill from there, and I'm going to see what the communication's like coming from blue team after that flag cap.
There you go. Fucking awesome flag pull, dude.
Our couch.
It's okay. It's okay. 2 down. The blue DMR. Just grab it, Mike. Wrong way, Mike. Wrong way. Mike, wrong way.
I know.
They got rockets for our base. Going in.
Window.
Side.
Mike.
Not enough cover that way.
No, not at all.
One shot.
I thought we had one on.
That was
Oh, they're gonna
Mike. No, don't do that.
Stay alive.
What? He pulled it. There you go. Just return it. Stay alive, like here.
I got re.
Kill the guy in here. There you go. There we go.
Rockets down on our
Play.
sniper down on our objective. Rockets and sniper down on our objective, guys.
Pull it back to our...
Heard that.
Nice, Tim. Get that sniper back
DMR,
there.
he's jumping out in front of our base.
Oh,
He's
Tim,
1 shot below
make him
our
sit
base.
down. Good job, guys. Nice, Tyler.
And blue team just having some great communication going on. They were able to, like, as soon as they got that first flag cap, they were able to put a second one in pretty quickly after that, and definitely doing their job right now.
Right, they did a very good job defending their flags. Their 2 flags at home base right there. You could see the swarm coming in. Red team, it looked like they were recklessly running at the flag without much plan. They kept it alive for a little bit, but in the end they got the flag cap anyways. It would have been nice to see them get set up and try and get a counter pull.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely would have been nice to see that. I mean, we see Munchie finally push up over into this. This is a dangerous position for Red Team to be in. We have Munchie sitting over at this top snipe area with a carbine. He's going to get taken down, but if he was able to sit that top pyramid and just ping people all around the map with that carbine, oh my god, Jeff.
We got 3 dead on blue team right now.
Jeff just threw down some nasty shots from the top carbine area to that elbow to get a perfect kill, and then finds another good 5 shots on another player to make him 1 shot for his team to take
We got
out.
player 3 running the flag all the way through bottom. All finally gets taken down. Let's see if the red team gets some slays here and keep this flag going.
I mean, red team's just still on the blue side of the map. Nobody rotated around with that flag, and I think this is going to be an easy return if blue team can just get to that flag point. But as I say, that player 3, I think, is going to be able to pull this right before he goes down, and he gets it away.
Right before.
I'd like to see him jump up on that ledge instead of trying to run through the trenches, and that's going to cost him the flag cap, to be honest, as that flag gets returned and a rocket comes out from Sinister.
Potential counter cap coming right here. 2 dead for red team.
I just don't think
top mid.
I don't think there's enough time, even if they stop this flag cap, for red team to come back. I think it's going to be a pretty easy 3-0 at the end for blue team. And Team Vilify is going to take the series 3-1 and keep their losers bracket run alive. We're going to see them in the losers bracket finals, I believe, as this was the semifinal. And once again, just
very, very good game from both teams. It was really close to the beginning. Unfortunately, red team kind of fell apart there at the end. Seemed like their communication and timing was off a little bit. Very good job by blue team though. They really pushed back at the end, split up the flag battle, and then got another counter cup right after that, and then fought for positioning, got the third one.
Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it up pretty well. We saw a huge flag battle in the beginning, and it's like as soon as it didn't go in their favor, Taskmasters, we saw them start playing a little bit too desperate. And I guess that's what happens when you have a 5-minute stalemate with the flag, because the time just drains out by the time you're able to make some plays. Just notable players from that last game. Mike able to pick up 21 kills, especially I think he had rockets that entire game. 5 kills. Player 3 going positive for his team with 23 kills with 17 assists. Definitely was holding down that slaying for the team, but was always one thing that I noticed was he was always in the back of their base with the sniper instead of pushing up. I think if they would have pushed up into that red over into that sniper area as soon as they were getting kills and let player 3 set up over at their cave, we would have saw a lot more success come out from Taskmasters.
Yep, you could see the passive personality that the red team had there. Very often they were back in their base letting blue team swarm all over them. It would have been nice to see them get into some power positions, get the numbers, and get a flag pull.
I know people are going to be like looking at the stat line and you're going to say, hey, wait a second, we see one second. I'm going to transition back into this. We see Munchie with only 10 kills and Dr. Dreidel with only 8 kills. And the only explanation for that is that they were holding the flag the entire game. And that's what happens. You'll have stat lines like that when you have players that have to play objective for 5 minutes straight, and they're not able to pick up kills. And that's one thing that I think Dr. Dreidel, he stayed in that sneaky for so long. I would have liked to see him rotate over into the window, try being a more of an aggressive factor with that flag. Get over in that window. Try getting cross-map shots. It's fine if you get hit with the flag. Just drop that flag or you pick it up and go move somewhere else and just keep harassing them. Basically, we had a 3v3 going on because both the players are sitting in the back of their bases, not looking for kills, and that's what cost them in the end. If one of those flag players would have gotten aggressive and tried getting shots with their team, we would have seen a 5-minute flag. A 5-minute flag stalemate, and that's going to be it. 3-1 for Team Vilify. Definitely one of the stronger teams coming out of this, coming out from the team switches that we've been seeing, and definitely that Plaza Strongholds Taskmasters, I think, are probably one of the best stronghold teams in the game. If they can just control, I think as soon as games don't start going in their favor, I think they let the other team snowball a little bit too hard, and they can definitely work on that. But Team Vilify, just a really strong team to come out. Definitely really good with their CTF, as they were able to 3-0 on both the CTFs, and just they need to work a little bit on their strongholds. But great day of Halo. Pumpkin, you did a great job, man. I mean, you did a really good job. I'm very pleased by what you brought to the table today.
Hey, thanks for having me out today, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a good day for Halo, like you said. Very excited that we got more than 3 games here. I was looking for a little bit of competition. It's exactly what we got. Looking forward to seeing Team Taskmasters playing in the Pro League, or not the Pro League, but our little league that we got going on.
Pro League.
Take a little bit of break, get some practice going on. We'll see how you guys do.
Yeah, I mean, great games. I think we're going to sign off. I have some stuff to do tonight, so unfortunately we're not going to have a post-game interview today. We'll ask a couple questions in the chat. Let some of the people know what's going on. I think I know that this might be a little bit of a controversial choice for player of the game, but I'm going to go with I Am Quite Bad. And Mike,
that's who I was going to go with.
Because even though Sinister was doing a great job slaying all day, I think Mike just elevated his team. Whenever we were in those listen-ins, he was always on top of that communication, letting his team, hey, this is what we need to do at this point. This is where we need to go. And he was just showing what you need to be a balanced player. He's one of the most balanced players in this league. Able to put up the numbers when he needs to, as we saw in this last game, and always on top of those power-ups, always on top of the camo times, always knows it in the back of his head. And if you're looking for somebody to look at a baseline gameplay that you need to do, look at Mike's gameplay.
Hold down your team for callouts. That's a very important role for players. And not only that, he can get some slays while he's at it. So bonus.
Yeah, that's definitely a big bonus, and so that's gonna do it for us. 3-1 in Team Vilify's favors. They're gonna rotate on into the bracket. I think they're gonna be in the losers finals, and I just have one or two more questions for you, Pumpkins. I'm just gonna go over the rest of the games that we have left to be played. We still had the winners bracket final to be played, which is gonna be Baggage Down versus Nerf These Thumbs. Two teams that have just been doing a monster job at playing well, and then we have Raiders of the Lost Roach versus Kitty Squad in the losers bracket round 3 to see who continues on into the loser bracket round 4. And they'll go on to whoever's the winner of that will play 3-4-3 Guilty Sparkles. What predictions for Raiders of the Lost Roach versus Kitty Squad? Any idea who's going to come up on top in that game?
Based on past games with Raiders of the Lost Roach, I would have to go with Kitty Squad on this one. No hard feelings or anything. I really hope to see a nice competitive series between those two. I know for sure that Raiders of the Lost Roach have made some progress since the last time we played them, but I'm gonna have to go with Kitty Squad on that one. Winners, I haven't actually seen or played either of those teams. You said Nerf These Thumbs and
Baggage. I mean, both these.
Big
Baggage Down, the dark horse of the tournament. They're the 12th seed. Nobody really expected them to make it that far, and they just been doing a phenomenal job at slaying. And even though they've been playing so well, I just have to give the advantage to Nerf These Thumbs. Lockout has been showing how to coach a team, and showing these players have gotten tremendously better. I mean, they all their games are very, very tightly played. They know what their communication is, and they're always in the right positions, and I think they're going to continue on. But Baggage Down, definitely don't count them out. They've been proving me wrong over and over again, as they've just been taking out higher seeds this entire tournament. And
yeah, for sure, that's exciting. I'm going to have to take your high praise and actually go and watch one of their games.
Yeah, I think they're one of the.
You gotta assume that they're both going to be really awesome teams to watch. You don't make it to winners finals by chance, so
yeah,
tune in for that one.
And I think tomorrow we'll have Raiders of the Lost Roach versus Kitty Squad. So I think it's around the same time, 6 o'clock. Hopefully I'll have everything up and ready before 6 o'clock instead of at 6 o'clock like it's been the past couple days. These weekdays always get me off, but
you've been doing a great job.
Yeah, and
I can speak for everybody when I say thank you for doing this. At least it's been fun. It makes it a little bit more exciting for us.
Yeah, so we'll see that showdown happen up tomorrow. Anybody that's in the stream right now, just come back tomorrow. It's around 6 o'clock Pacific time, and we'll have that game ready for you. And I think that's going to do it for us, so we're going to sign off. See you guys later.
See you later.
Great day of Halo, guys.